Eggs? Are they superfood heroes or cholesterol villains? For years we've heard all kinds of claims about these little breakfast staples. Some say eggs will wreck your heart, while others swear you can't live without them. It's enough to scramble anyone's brain. Today we're cracking open the 8 biggest myths about eating eggs. Get ready for some egg-citing myth-busting with a dash of humor as we uncover the truth. Spoiler, you might be shell-shocked by myth number 7. Let's dive in. Myth number 1. Eggs raise your cholesterol dangerously. It's true that eggs contain cholesterol, but here's the good news. Eating eggs doesn't send your blood cholesterol through the roof for most people. Why not? Our bodies actually produce most of our cholesterol. Your liver is the real cholesterol factory, and it doesn't crank out extra cholesterol just because you had an omelette. Research has busted this myth. Large long-term studies, tracking hundreds of thousands of people over decades, found that folks who ate an egg every day did not have higher rates of heart attacks or strokes. In other words, one egg a day is generally safe for healthy individuals. Myth number 2. Only egg whites are healthy. How many of us have ordered egg white omelettes thinking we're being extra healthy? The myth here is that the yolk with its cholesterol and fat is bad, and only the white is good for you. Wrong. While egg whites are a great source of pure protein and have virtually no fat, the yolk is actually a nutritional gold mine. Most of an egg's vitamins and minerals are in the yolk. That golden center contains almost all the vitamin A, D, E, and K in the egg, as well as vitamin B12, folate, choline, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients support your eyes, brain, and more. The white, on the other hand, is about 90% water and 10% protein. Great for protein, but you miss out on all those vitamins if you ditch the yolk. Even in terms of protein, a whole egg has about 6 to 7 grams of protein, and roughly half of that is in the yolk. So tossing the yolk means you're throwing away protein too. Unless you need to limit fat or cholesterol for a specific medical reason, there's no need to fear the yolk. In fact, the yolk's fat includes heart-healthy omega-3s, especially in eggs from flax-fed hens, and helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Think of the yolk as the treasure chest of nutrients. It's the part that can turn a single cell into an entire chicken, as nutrition experts like to say. So the next time you crack an egg, remember, the whole egg is nature's original multivitamin. Don't throw the golden yolk away. That's where nature packed most of the goodies. Myth number 3. Eggs make you gain weight. Let's shed some weight off this myth. By themselves, eggs are not fattening. In fact, eggs can actually help with weight management. One large egg has only about 70 to 80 calories and is rich in high-quality protein. That protein is super satiating, meaning eggs help you feel full and satisfied, so you may end up eating fewer calories overall. Here's a fun fact. A study in the International Journal of Obesity put this to the test. Dieters were split into 2 groups. One ate 2 eggs for breakfast, the other had a bagel breakfast of equal calories. After 8 weeks, the egg breakfast group lost 65% more weight than the bagel group. They also had higher energy levels and no increase in cholesterol. Pretty excellent, right? Another study found that people who start their day with eggs feel more satisfied and eat less at lunch, compared to those who eat cereal or carbs for breakfast. The key is that eggs protein keeps hunger at bay. Of course, if you smother your eggs in cheese, butter, and serve them with a pile of pancakes, you can still gain weight. But that's not the eggs' fault. On their own, eggs are a lean protein option. They can be part of a weight loss plan. Think veggie omelettes, hard-boiled eggs as snacks because they pack nutrients for relatively few calories. So no, eggs aren't little weight gain grenades. Enjoy them in moderation as a healthy protein, and they'll actually work for your waistline, not against it. Myth number 4. Brown eggs are healthier than white eggs. Time to crack this colorful myth. Many people assume brown eggs are more natural or nutritious, maybe because we associate brown bread or brown rice with being healthier than white. But when it comes to eggs, shell color is just shell deep. Brown eggs and white eggs are identical in nutritional value. The only difference is the breed of the hen that laid them. Hens with brownish red feathers and earlobes tend to lay brown-shelled eggs, while hens with white feathers and earlobes lay white-shelled eggs. That's it, a simple quirk of chicken genetics. As one egg expert put it, a white egg is not healthier or unhealthier than a brown egg. They are exactly the same inside. In short, an egg is an egg, no matter the shell color. Brown eggs don't have more protein, vitamins, or minerals than white eggs. In fact, if you blindfolded someone and gave them a brown egg and a white egg, they wouldn't taste a difference either. Sometimes brown eggs cost a bit more at the store, but that's because brown egg-laying hens tend to be larger and eat more feed, not because the eggs are more nutritious. So whether you pick white, brown, blue, or green eggs, yes, some breeds lay colorful eggs, choose based on price or farming practice you prefer, not on health. Don't judge an egg by its shell. On the inside, they're all crackingly nutritious just the same. Myth number 5. Raw eggs are more nutritious than cooked ones. Rocky might have made chugging raw eggs look cool, but science says you're better off cooking your eggs. Raw eggs are not nutritionally superior to cooked eggs. In fact, your body absorbs far more protein from cooked eggs. Research shows that we absorb only about 50% of the protein from a raw egg, but 91% of the protein from a cooked egg. Why the huge difference? Cooking unfolds the protein chains, making them easier for your digestion to handle. Think of raw egg protein like a tightly wound ball of yarn. Your body struggles to unravel it. Cooking loosens it up so your body can grab those amino acids and put them to use, building muscle, and so on. Raw eggs also carry a risk of salmonella, a nasty bacteria that can cause food poisoning. Heat helps kill those germs, making your breakfast safer. And here's something most people don't know. Raw egg whites contain a protein called avidin that binds to biotin, or vitamin B7, and prevents your body from absorbing that vitamin. When you cook the egg, the heat disables that avidin, freeing up biotin for your body. So, cooked eggs not only give you more usable protein, they also ensure you get all the egg's vitamins. Nutrient-wise, cooking doesn't destroy most of the egg's goodness. You still get all the protein, minerals, and most vitamins. Cooking may reduce a little vitamin B, but it's minimal. Unless you have a very specific reason to consume eggs raw, go ahead and scramble, boil, or poach them. You'll get the full benefit of the egg's nutrition and avoid chancing a Rocky-style stomachache. In short, Rocky Balboa might disagree, but raw eggs are not a nutritional powerhouse compared to cooked ones, so cook your eggs and enjoy. Myth number 6. You shouldn't eat eggs every day. An egg a day is too much. Sound familiar? This myth has been around for decades, based on old fears about cholesterol. But for most healthy people, an egg a day is perfectly fine. In fact, experts now say up to 7 eggs a week, 1 per day, won't increase heart disease risk in healthy individuals. This recommendation comes from a growing body of research. Way back in 1999, a Harvard study of over 100,000 people found that eating an egg daily didn't raise heart disease risk in men or women. Recent studies and dietary guideline panels have affirmed that moderate egg consumption is not a concern for cardiovascular health. In 2016, the US Dietary Guidelines even removed the previous limit on dietary cholesterol, highlighting that eggs can be part of a healthy eating pattern. Eggs are nutrient-dense, so enjoying one each day can actually provide steady protein and vitamins your body needs. Of course, balance is key. If you're also eating other high cholesterol foods and have risk factors, you should be mindful. And a small group of people are hyper-responders who see a bigger jump in cholesterol from eggs. If you're one of them, or if you have diabetes, more on that next, your doctor might advise a stricter limit. But the average person can confidently enjoy an egg daily. Eating eggs every day won't turn your bloodstream into custard. In fact, some studies suggest it might even have benefits like improving HDL, good cholesterol, or providing important nutrients daily. So, if you love eggs for breakfast, go ahead and have one. It's okay to eat eggs every day as part of a balanced diet. Your body will thank you for the protein punch and nutrients, and your taste buds will be pretty happy too. Myth number 7. Diabetics must avoid eggs. There's a common belief that if you have diabetes, eggs are off the menu, likely because of the cholesterol or an old study that linked eggs to heart issues in diabetics. Let's set this straight. Eggs can absolutely be part of a healthy diabetes eating plan. In fact, eggs are low in carbs and have a very low glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. That makes them a great choice for people with diabetes looking for filling, blood sugar-friendly foods. The American Diabetes Association includes eggs, in moderation, as a protein choice in their dietary recommendations. What about the cholesterol? It's true that folks with diabetes need to watch heart health closely. Some research in the past raised concern that diabetics who ate eggs every day had a higher risk of heart disease. But more recent research has been mixed or even contrary. For example, a 2018 study found that eating 12 eggs per week, that's almost 2 a day, did not worsen cholesterol, blood sugar, or weight in people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Another study suggested that eating an egg every day might actually improve fasting blood glucose levels in people with prediabetes. The key, as always, is moderation and context. Eggs can be a great nutritious protein source for diabetics. Just don't pair them with a pile of pancakes drowning in syrup every morning. If you have diabetes, you should focus on an overall healthy diet. Fruits, veggies, whole grains, lean proteins, and yes, eggs fit here. So no, diabetics do not must avoid eggs. As one medical source summarizes, the cholesterol in eggs is generally fine for people with diabetes, and eggs can be part of a balanced diet. Always follow your doctor's advice for your individual case, but the idea that all diabetics have to ban eggs is an over-easy myth that's been flipped. Myth number 8. Store-bought eggs are full of hormones. Ever seen egg cartons bragging no added hormones and wondered if that means other eggs have hormones? The truth is, no, store-bought eggs are not loaded with hormones. In many countries like the US, Canada and others, it's actually illegal to give hormones to poultry. Egg-laying hens are never injected with hormones to make them lay more eggs. Farmers rely on good feed and care, not steroids, to keep hens productive. The hormone myth might stem from confusion with other industries or just general worry about chemicals in our food. But when you see hormone-free on an egg carton, it's mostly a marketing gimmick. Kind of like a peanut butter jar saying gluten-free. Peanuts never had gluten to begin with. All eggs in the supermarket are hormone-free by default. What about naturally occurring hormones? Chickens, like all animals, do have natural hormones in their bodies, and a tiny trace might be present in eggs, but not any more in store-bought eggs than backyard eggs. Certainly nothing is full of hormones. The levels are biologically normal and negligible to us. So you don't need to worry that eating an omelette will dose you with weird hormones. Rest easy. Your store-bought eggs are clean of added hormones. If anything, pay attention to labels like antibiotic-free or how the hens are raised for personal preference. But hormones in eggs? That's a myth we can lay to rest for good. Conclusion and call to action. There you have it. We've cracked the case on the top 8 egg myths. It turns out eggs aren't the dietary villains some made them out to be. In fact, they're nutritious little powerhouses that can be part of a healthy diet for most people. Whether you like them scrambled, poached, or sunny side up, you can now enjoy your eggs with confidence and impress your friends with the real facts. And maybe a few egg puns on the side. If you found these insights helpful or egg-lightning, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more fun and fact-filled nutrition breakdowns. We've got plenty of myths to bust and truths to reveal. And hey, leave a comment. What's your favorite way to eat eggs? Or did any of these myths surprise you? We'd love to hear your thoughts. No yolk. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep crushing those food myths. Bon appetit!